Hey, do you want to harvest some giant crops like in Stardew Valley? Or maybe you can try to assemble an army made up of animals, or even some other mobs. You can also choose to be friends with some tricksters. So what's up everyone, I'm Sven. Wish you a spooky Halloween atmosphere. Today we're gonna have a blast celebrating Halloween in Minecraft. Phew, that should be enough. This much wheat should see us through the upcoming winter. This should be placed... Oh, hey buddy, take this map. It's time for the adventure. So I'm currently in Harvestland, a brand new biome with a strong autumn vibe. Let's keep moving and chatting. So Harvestland is a relatively rare biome, almost second only to Mushroom Field. It's usually found between Badlands and the Savannah. Now let's take a look at my wheat farm. As you can see, the wheat in Harvestland always grows taller. And when we harvest it, we get double the crops. Let's do a little experiment. We can also use bone meal to make the mature wheat grow even taller and yield more crops. Next, let's go check on the potatoes. Wow, they seem to be doing well, along with those tall sugar canes in the background. These plum potatoes will also drop a great quantity of crops. Seems like we won't have to worry about winter. Now let's go see what's good with the melons. Similar to the giant crops in Stardew Valley, pumpkins have a chance to grow into giant versions of pumpkins. Once we break them, they'll drop more than 8 times the produce. Oh, it seems like some giant watermelons have grown too. You can get up to a stack of watermelons by breaking one. Apart from the giant crops, some other plants can now bear fruit as well. Now old trees can grow apples, and we can continuously get lots of apples from them. Let's take a look at my sunflower garden. Now we can also harvest some seeds from sunflowers. Each seed can restore 2 hunger points and increase the length of your satiety. These seeds can also be replanted and have the same growth mechanism as other crops. Surprisingly, the torch flower grown in Harvestland will now glow. Even more surprising, you can continuously collect the corolla of torch flower. Now you can place these glowing corollas on the ground to light up your surroundings. However, their brightness is not as good as torches, and it cannot be placed on walls, nor can they be recycled. Wow! This is a real bumper crop. However, such a grand harvest will attract some troubles. In Harvestland, some scarecrows will randomly spawn on your farmland. Generally, the larger your farmland, the more frequently they will spawn. They are usually hostile and quite troublesome, with particularly high defense. However, we can weaken their defense by using flame and steel to ignite them. Now, we can easily kill them in this way. Seems like we're ready with the winter food supply. Now let's delve into the heart of Harvestland and explore the Trickster Forest, where the Halloween atmosphere is even greater. Ah, this place is so eerie. Don't worry everyone, just follow my lead. I've marked the way to my Halloween cottage. However, beware that in the Trickster Forest, there are many witches spawning here, along with a large number of trickster zombies. These zombies are no different from regular zombies, except for having low health, and they won't burn in the daytime. You might have noticed these pumpkins. However, some special pumpkins have actually been mixed in with them. We can't destroy them in any way, but before we introduce them, let's hurry to the cottage. It's getting dark. Phew. We've arrived. It's time for real Halloween. Now let's go say hi to my villagers. In Trickster Forest, you can ask each villager for a candy every day. These candies only restore 2 hunger points, and you can also dye them different colors. But actually, these are not the main purpose of the candies. It's already dark outside. At the moment the sun sets, those special unbreakable pumpkins will transform into creatures called tricksters. Let's go check them out. These tricksters are hostile with high speed, and whenever you hit them, they'll teleport several blocks away. Moreover, you'll be blinded every time you get hit by them. At this point, the trickster has possessed you and is controlling you, making you hard to move. At this point, we can give them a candy the moment before they hit us, and they'll be appeased and transformed back into trickster pumpkins. Of course, they'll also be pacified by sunlight the moment the sun rises. After pacifying them 2 to 3 times, we can successfully tame them. See, these tricksters have a little chest on their back. We can store some items in them once they're tamed. More importantly, these little guys have the ability to control certain creatures once tamed. Now, let's try to have them control some pigs and cows. Tricksters will always run to any controllable creatures in their signs. These controlled creatures have lost their own consciousness and will attack most hostile creatures for players. We can also try to convert some skeleton and piglin brews and try to build a powerful guard army to protect ourselves. Placing them near the base as a strong defense or using them for a powerful assault are both good choices. However, we need to keep feeding them candy continuously, otherwise these tricksters will become dormant and the control effect will fail. If we ever feel that there are too few tricksters, we can place some regular pumpkins in the forest, and after a few days, they'll transform into tricksters. Next, let me introduce a rather special trickster to you. The Lantern Spirit is an idea from Lionheart the Silver Dragon, and before I introduce it, let me shout out to Lion the Silver Dragon and the other ideas provided again. So if you have any relative ideas, don't hesitate to share them with me. I'll have the chance to turn them into reality in the future. Now let's back to the topic. The Lantern Spirit will appear in the form of a lantern and a trickster pumpkin during the full moon, and it can also be tamed using candy. The Lantern Spirit, with its wide-ranging lighting effect, will provide players with a very handy mobile light source. If we use a soul lantern as its spawning template, then we'll get a soul version of the Lantern Spirit. At this point, its light range will decrease, but the benefit is that undead creatures within about 12 blocks of Soul Lantern Spirit will be pacified, losing their desire to attack. However, sometimes skeleton in the distance may not be pacified, so we need to be extra careful. Still, if we don't continue to feed the Lantern Spirit candy, it will slowly lose its activity and eventually turn into regular pumpkin and lantern. Reviving them outside the trickster forest will become very tricky. Seems like we found a massive tree stump. What? There's actually a chest inside? The trickster staff can control the mechanism of the entire forest. It holds great power, capable of awakening them or pacifying them. But it seems like this map is just the tip of the iceberg. What exactly is the core of Halloween? Headache. Where is it? All my tools are gone. Oh, am I in Woodland Mansion? Wait,